In this video we are going to see about floor planning and routing, and before starting the video please subscribe to my channel. This will support me. If you subscribe my channel I can upload many videos, so please subscribe my channel. Please subscribe to ACE Tutor. So now we can start the topic, floor planning and routing. So floor planning nothing but it links the system, overall system, with its subsystem. That means the system, any one architecture, it consists of so many subsystem. So this is the platform that connects the subsystem with the entire system. So the output of this circuit goes to this, and this is connected. This connection is done in this stage called floor planning. So next one is routing. So floor planning links the system and subsystem architecture directly to the silicon physical design. So we can this design is done before actual chip is developed. So this is a rough estimation of the location of all blocks. So that is known as floor planning. It deals with the placement of logic blocks into the overall design. So each block where we connect this in optimized way. So this is the main thing that can be done in floor planning, that is we can optimize the design by placing the logic blocks in particular place. So and next one is routing. When the logic module is placed into the design, it must be wired to other unit. So this routing is nothing but an interconnection of all module in the system. So first of all, considering the floor planning, there are two types, sliceable and non-sliceable. So sliceable means, if you are consider, these are the subsystem of the entire system. So these are the interconnection between these modules, and each suppose this two may be a one module. This is a multiplier module. It may be a multiplier module or divider module, anything. So each subsystem known as module. So we can write the code for each module. After that we can write a top module to connect all the subsystem sub modules. So this is the sub modules and these are the interconnection. So this this entire system can be optimized like this. This is the initial floor plan. So this is the optimized floor plan of this system. So this entire area is reduced like this. So this is the initial floor plan. So now this is the original floor plan. From that we can consider without the interconnection. In routing step we perform the interconnection. So consider this is a rough floor plan, that is original floor plan. Now this is a sizable floor plan because we can perform a vertical and horizontal division on this floor plan. This is possible. So this type of floor plan is known as sliceable floor plan. Why we are going to perform the slicing? Because if you are perform like this, so first of all, this is the entire system. This can be divided into subsystem. So we can perform the routing easily. So if you are place the logic cell properly, we can route the each sub module properly. So for that we have used this slicing method. So if you are performing the vertical slicing here, we can separate this 3 and 4. Then next division we can perform the horizontal. We can get 3 and 4 separately. So we can floor planning each module individually. So after that, after performing the individual floor planning, we can merge all those things easily. So this is the method, sliceable floor plan. And considering non-sliceable floor plan, we cannot slice vertical and horizontal line, that is depend on each module. We cannot perform the sizable floor plan here. And this non-sliceable floor plan can be used in sliceable design, that is this design can slice in this point. This module we cannot slice, but this can be sliced. So this non-sliceable floor plan can be used in sliceable design also. So next one is routing, and there are two methods, global routing and retail routing. So first we study about the global routing. So this is used the graph theory, that is the graph theory, it uses different algorithms. For example, it uses grid model, checkerboard based algorithms, line probe algorithm and maze routing. And grid model algorithm, for example, consider this is a grid model for global routing. It find if you are connecting this A and B, it find the nearby grid and already it perform the grid connection. So based on that, if you find the nearby grid and connect the specific module. So this is the grid model for global routing. And if you are considering the line probe algorithm, it perform the lines, it draw many lines from starting point to destination, and it select the line which are connect the source and destination without any interruption. That is, the line does not cross any other module. So the line from source to destination without any interruption, it select that line path. That is known as line probe algorithm. And maze routing, it start by examining the possible path from the source. So from source side, how many possible paths are available to reach the target, reach the destination. So first it check the possible path from source and then expand the outward, expanding this towards the target. Once it's reached the target, it will terminate the routing process. Next one is detailed routing. And detailed routing, here the routing is performed based on the global routing analysis. From that, the routing regions are generated, and these regions are divided into two groups. One is channel, another one is switch box. So channel is nothing but a rectangular routing region where the two sides are bounded by the module. And switch box, it is a rectangular routing region and bounded all four sides. So this is two side bounded, that region is known as channel. If all sides are bounded by module, that is known as switch box. So here the detailed routing, we can find that physical design can fit into that routing regions. So this is the main task performed here. In detailed routing, the physical design is fit in that particular region, that is performed in detailed routing.